All right, so welcome back. Hoping you're having a fabulous day here today. I did want to talk about this because I kept getting this question. I thought I'd also mention this topic because it's been a bit of time since we last saw it, right? So here today, like and subscribe, helps out a ton. Let's jump into it. For everyone also asking me what's happening with the vote, we do not know. Simple as that. We have no idea. There is zero information on that because they have to first, announce it officially. What you saw was the unofficial version because they accidentally put out the testing link, and not only did they accidentally put out the testing link, they put it live. Like, they were testing it themselves, but they put out the link live so people were able to get their hands on it. And a lot of people, it was out for like an entire hour where people could vote for it and check it out, but it wasn't supposed to be live. That's how it went out, but they did it. So keep in mind, we don't know when it's going to actually drop, but it should be dropping relatively soon, next 48 hours or so. So keep that in mind, right? Now, the number one question that also, besides when is it dropping, everyone asks what happens if I don't own Modernia? What happens, right? And people keep saying like, oh, that means they have to rerun the banner. They don't have to. Make that very, very clear here. They do not have to rerun the banner because they gave Uni as a free skin, right? Uni was a free skin over here in the event tab. If you logged in, similar to the event that we currently have as the login event, Uni was like the last day or something like that. And if you didn't own her, it would just sit in your inventory until you get the character. That is how it works in this game, correct? Or that's how it worked for Uni. I don't know about the paid for skins. I haven't purchased them. If anybody knows any information on this and if I'm getting it wrong, please tell me. But I do believe that's how it went. People that didn't own her still got the freebie. It wasn't like, oh, because you don't have her, suck it, loser, you don't get it. That doesn't make any sense. There's no point in giving a freebie then. Give it for only an SR character at that point. But yeah, that's how it works. Just keep that in mind. Again, that's just how they did it. It was at the very last day of the login event. People that didn't have her were able to still claim it. They just click claim. It just ended up in their inventory until they got the character, and then they can equip it and use it. Right? Simple as that. So just keep that in mind. That is something I did want to mention, because they do not have to give you a rerun. Now, it'll be great. It would be great to get a rerun, right? Because how long has it been since our last rerun banner or first ever official banner, right? Where we had the chance to actually obtain a character that wasn't guaranteed, right? We had that character pop up in the License to Kill update. So since License to Kill, you have gone through so many freaking things, right? So we could say you went through the Overzone event, which was a 3-week event. You went through Bunny X Bunny, right? Another 3-week event, if you will. Then you went through basically now Queen's Order and Start of Summer. So you've gone through plenty of banners, yet they haven't launched another kind of guaranteed event. I thought they would do it more often, maybe every like 2 or 3 updates, but we're now 4 updates away and no pick up for a guaranteed character for one you couldn't get. They only did Alice, I think, because it was Easter, so it might be an only time thing. It was like a one-time thing. They just did it then. We don't actually know, and we haven't really seen a precedent of a character getting a rerun for a guarantee. Maybe Dorothy gets one too after Modernia gets one. That could definitely be a case, but we have no precedent set as that just yet, so don't expect it. Correct? People are saying like, oh, 100% it's gonna be the case, but also it is true that if that does become the precedent, that would mean that people that would see Dorothy or the next Pilgrim, they'll be like, oh, I'll just wait till the next rerun happens, right? And that's gonna be a terrible thing for the company. So again, there's many reasons in why this won't work, but there's many reasons that it will. It's just we do not know. As simple as that. Okay. So for everyone asking, are we gonna get a rerun? No, we don't know. Simple as that. Yes, you can. Okay, you can get a rerun, but it depends on what they want to do. They can give you the skin free. You can go over here into the mail and hit claim over here. You'll get the skin, but you'll just have to wait till you actually get Modernia as a character, and then it will work, right? But let's also open up the kind of horizon there for characters unlike Modernia. Let's just say a character in the game, for example, if we go over here to the regular recruit, like, when are you going to get Rapunzel as a guaranteed? Rapunzel's a very strong character. Let's say, ignore Rapunzel. Scarlet, one of the best pilgrims in the game. Probably, you could argue, the best pilgrim. What's going to happen to her? People have been dying to pull this character. I know so many people that are whales also that still have not pulled Scarlet. For the life of them, it just does not work. So what happens to them? There's other also pilgrims, right? Let's say you want Snow White. Let's say you want Haran. Let's say you want, again, Rapunzel. Someone that is a basic banner. Are they ever going to open up reruns again? Because it's been a while, okay? First, it took them like 8 banners or 9 banners into the game to actually start this process of adding these characters. Alice was the first one, which it was for Easter, it looks like. So maybe we never actually see it again. It was just a one-time thing for Easter, and it was like, oh, we can just sell Alice because she's like our, whatever you say, Alice is like the poster girl for this game in some sort of format, because everyone apparently cosplays Alice, and she's like known in every artwork I see of this game. So that's just somehow the case. Alice is like the poster girl somehow, but because of that, maybe they just marketed it as a banner because people would pull on it. I genuinely don't know, but realize now that they haven't launched another kind of guaranteed banner since then. We should have got one if you think about it. Maybe Queen's Order. That was such a bad banner. Maybe they just threw one in just to do it, but they haven't, right? So again, maybe it was a one-time thing. Maybe it was just because it was a seasonal thing. Maybe during some other holiday like Easter, Blanc and Noir, get their limited pickup together, and then you could pull them. Is that what they're gonna do? Simply put, as again, it's in the air. So don't go with any expectations. Don't run with like, yeah, they're gonna do it. I'm gonna skip this banner because it might get a rerun down the line. The only chance you have to pull characters after their banner, let's just leave it as pulling it on a separate banner afterwards or pulling it on the ordinary recruit. I wouldn't run with any expectations. It was basically you should have pulled Modernia when you were there. If you didn't play the game at that time, it sucks for you. That's like their way of saying it, and that's how they'll kind of approach it. But if they do give a rerun, maybe to be like kind and do like a one-time thing to help you out because they just launched like one of the greatest skins ever, maybe they could be genuinely nice about that. But again, simply put, we just do not know. So don't run with expectations. Just think that maybe they could, and maybe save your gems accordingly. Don't skip. Again, if you might see the near rerun before you get the skin, so just don't skip banners like that just because of Modernia. But do think that maybe if I save my pity, I can pity her at some point again. But simply put, I've repeated it like 35 times in this video. I've already kind of hammered it into your heads, but I'll hammer it one more time. Don't run with expectations. Just think, maybe they could, and if you want to save, you can, but do not prioritize that as the 100% ideal thing. So keep that in mind. But again, as also I put in the earlier in the video, they can just give you a free skin and it can sit in your inventory. Simple as that. Again, Makima, you had to obtain Makima because there's no point in letting them let that skin sit in your inventory if you don't obtain her during the event. There's no point. So keep in mind that was weird and that one was different. This one more so is you have to obtain, or this one is more so you don't have to obtain the character. Uni was just given to you. Similar, again, we don't know how it's gonna work because Makima was different, right? They made it sure you had to obtain the character to get that. That was like the first requirement. Here, I think it's just gonna be a free gift, right? Because that was like a challenge that literally told you, like if I say my dailies here, it would say obtain 1 copy of Makima. It will say that, right? And then as soon as I do that, it would fill up the box. I'd open up the box, and then instead of this being Corda's, it would be Makima's costume, correct? With this one, it's just gonna be given to you as a free gift, nothing more. So there's no requirement prior to it, similar to Uni, correct? So don't use Makima as an example also. That's incorrect fully because that had a requirement. You have to obtain that character because it's a thing. It's not given for free. It's given if obtained Makima. Simple as that, right? Because that was the mission they specified. Here they specified for free. For free. Your requirement was the vote. The community voted. You get for free. Simple as that. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Have a stay safe, peace, and enjoy. I do hope they do start putting those out there, these like pickup banners, because they are good. They're for people that want to guarantee the unit. It's really good because people like Scarlet, people like all these other characters, and there's so many characters that people want to try to obtain. Let them obtain them. So really, I don't see a problem with it. No, it doesn't ruin any free-to-play's day. If you want the character, go for the character. If you don't want the character, just skip the banner. You don't need to pull it. If you want it, you pull it. Simple as that. So let's see if they do it.